here at Crow Creek High School as we are at halftime of game one of two we'll have for you this evening on KPLO in a very up and down girls basketball affair that is right now controlled by the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains. They have a 29-23 lead, but Miller scored the last 5 points of the first half as they are as close as they have been in some time. They trailed 19-8 at the end of the opening quarter. And we look at individual scoring in the ballgame. First off for Miller, they are led by Katie Fernholtz, the 6'1 junior, who battled with foul trouble early in this ballgame, picked up 2 personals in the opening quarter, had to set for a while in the second, but did come out and finish the half. She leads the Miller attack with 7 points. Vonnegail Schlechter with 6, Aaron Moncourt with 5 points, Elise Brooks with 4, and Kaylin Kraus with 2 points in the ballgame, a total of 23 for Miller. Rustlers went to the free throw line 2 times in the first half. They were 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And turnovers were an issue. Crow Creek has really done a nice job on the defensive side of the ball, which has really set up their offense. And Miller has turned the ball over 7 times in the first half here this evening. For the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains, they are led by Audrey Droppo, who has 7 points. Rosie Droppo with 6, Sarah Hunter with 6, Marvine Ross in the ballgame. She has scored 6 points for the Lady Chieftains. 2 points for Natia Hislaw and Jamisha Pure with 2 points in the ballgame. So 4 off the bench for Crow Creek. The Lady Chieftains have hit 1, 2, 3, 4 3-point baskets in the first half here tonight. Crow Creek went to the free throw line 7 times in the first half, and they were 5 of 7 from the free throw line, and Crow Creek with just 3 turnovers in the first half of basketball. Of course, we'll have the boys portion of the doubleheader when we get this one complete. Should be a good matchup. Crow Creek's boys 3-5 on the season. They take on Miller's boys 3-5 on the season. Crow Creek, they enter the ball game with a record of 2-7, but for both of those teams and for the girls teams as well, this is a point in the season where they get to see a lot of their region opponents over the next 2 to 3 weeks, and that's where things really get sorted out as far as your region seeding is concerned. So some big games here, and we'll have some big games for you on Thursday as well, as we will be in Miller, as Miller will host Chamberlain in a girls-boys doubleheader. We'll have that for you as well with the first game scheduled to get underway, the girls game, at around 6:30 on Thursday evening. We'll have the girls and the boys games of the doubleheader, Miller and Chamberlain, here on KPLO. 29-23 is our halftime score. We will take another 3-minute break, and we'll be back with the third quarter. You're listening to coverage of regional high school basketball from KPLO.
Don't spend hours waiting in the dealership next to your vehicle. Jan Larson Ford knows your time is valuable. Make the quick trip to Highmore for a no-hassle, quick buying experience. Why shop with Jan Larson Ford? Well, they're family-owned and operated business for over 130 years now. They offer a low-pressure atmosphere with friendly and helpful staff. This is where you look. And if you can't make it in, view their entire inventory of new Ford vehicles, Kawasaki ATVs, trailers, and quality pre-owned vehicles online at PioneerGarage.com. Experience a different kind of buying experience at Jan Bussey and Highmore.
Partnerships for life. When you're headed down the road on highways 34 and 47, be sure to stop into Mac's Corner near Stefan. Mac's Corner is your one-stop store with Poppin' Snacks in the convenience store, groceries for home, or you can fill up your tank at the gas pumps with 24-hour gas service. Mac's Corner also handles veterinary supplies, Pioneer brand seed. They carry a full line of fencing material, plus Gallagher electric fence supplies. Mac's Corner. Find them at the corner of highways 34 and 47 near Stefan.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with your extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and screening needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
See Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply for all your farming and ranching needs. They offer Harper shovels and brooms, Duflex and Z-tags, calf sleds, colostrum milk replacer, and Diablo cutting blades. See them for Tartar gates, banjo fittings, and more trailer wheels. They carry youth and adult muck boots, insulated bibs, hats, gloves, plus scarves, bandanas, snow tubes, and toboggans. Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. North Broadway in Miller.
The Miller Press, one-stop shopping for your business. Their commercial print shop can make the business of doing business a breeze. The staff at Miller Press can help you with letterheads, printed envelopes, invoices, sales tickets, business cards, as well as other products such as napkins, silverware, to-go containers, toilet tissue, and uniforms. They do customized printing on paper and clothing. Make doing business a breeze by one-stop shopping at the Miller Press. Commercial printing, screen printing, and advertising. They do it all at the Miller Press, 114 West 3rd Street in Miller. Call 853-3575. Miller Rexall Drug is a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Pharmacists Trent and Travis care about their customers and provide fast, friendly, and professional pharmacy services to help you get and stay well. Medicare and all major insurances are accepted, and free delivery or mail service of prescriptions is available, along with price matching. Check out the old-fashioned soda fountain and gift card mall, their Hallmark cards, wine department, great gift selection, toy and dollar sections, photo machine, and more. Miller Rexall Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, we get going here at the second half, and Audrey Drapo 3 starts the scoring for Crow Creek in the second half. Miller at their end offensively. A miss by Erin Moncourt for 3, and the offensive rebound for Vonnegail Schlechter. She is fouled on the way back up. The foul on Sarah Hunter will be her second, and Miller will go to the free throw line for just the third and fourth times here in this ball game as they trail now by 9. It is a 32-23 lead for Crow Creek, as one of the officials having some equipment issues, and now we are set to go. As at the free throw line, Vonnegail Schlechter, the first is up and good, and she has another one coming here. 32-24 is our score as we work here early in quarter number 3. Second free throw is no good, but right there, Elise Brooks, she'll get the offensive rebound. Can't finish there. Now it's Katie Fernholtz to the rim. That is no good. And Miller's had their opportunities as Crow Creek will come away here with the basketball. And they will head the other way. Nice shot or drive in the lane by Audrey Drapo. Shot is no good. Miller will come away with the rebound as the Rustlers will head the other way. Here is Erin Moncourt. Cross-court pass, Vonnegail Schlechter. She'll drive and fire a wild shot. It's no good. Sarah Hunter will get the rebound. She'll try to force across half court. And a 3 taken here. It's up and good. Rosie Drapo will hit the 3. The second three-pointer of the ball game for Crow Creek in this second half. Again, pressure in the backcourt. Rustlers will handle. It's Fernholtz. She'll get a step, but she'll go right to the rim and score the 2. Katie Fernholtz with her first points of the third quarter. It is 35-26 as Crow Creek heads the other way. They will bring the basketball across the time stripe. 2 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Here's Sarah Hunter trying to work the crossover, but it's stolen away. Katie Fernholtz with the steal. She'll try to go coast to coast, and she'll get the job done as she scores the 2. Crow Creek with 4 turnovers if you're scoring at home, and now it is Drapo up top. Cheney Hall 3. That is no good. Elise Brooks will get the rebound. And here comes Miller. Chance to make it a 5-point ball game or perhaps closer. Moncourt, corner jumper, good. That is a long 2 for the senior Erin Moncourt, and it is 35-30. 5.5 minutes remain here in the quarter as the Lady Chieftains will set up offense. This is Rosie Drapo at the top of the key as Miller will work a man-to-man, trying to double-team the basketball. Now it's Sarah Hunter on the move. Pass inside Cheney Hall. Shot is up and good. Cheney Hall will get the bounce, and she will score the basket. And all 5 starters are now in the scoring column for Crow Creek as now Miller will work against that full-court pressure. Long pass up the floor. It is Moncourt. Bounce pass inside in traffic, and a tough opportunity there as it's knocked out of bounds by Crow Creek. And a fortunate break for Miller as they'll hang on to the basketball here. Trailing 37-30, it will be Kettle Hunt who will inbound the basketball to the top. Moncourt at the point. Into traffic, is tied up, and a jump ball. It will stay to our left with the Rustlers. As the officials got a little bit confused, and now we're good to go as Miller will inbound the basketball once again underneath their own basket. Exactly 5 minutes remain here in this third quarter. 37-30 is our score. The inbounds comes into Schlechter. Shot is off glass, no good. Rebound is loose. A race for it. Crow Creek will come away with it. Here is Rosie Drapo, and she loses the basketball out of bounds. So for Crow Creek, turnover number 5. Kaylin Kraus will check in. Elise Brooks will check out. 37-30 is our score. The lead belongs to the Crow Creek Lady Chieftains, who are trying to pick up their 8th victory of the year. Right now, the Lady Chieftains are 7-2 as Miller will walk the other way. Here is Kettle Hunt to the wing now. Kraus, entry pass, Vonnegael Schlechter. She'll draw the double team. It's tied up again, a jump ball, and this time it'll point to Crow Creek, and for Miller, it's a turnover, and that is their 8th turnover of the ball game. And again, for Crow Creek, the defense makes the play, and the Lady Chieftains will work here with the basketball. 4.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Audrey Drapo slowly across half court. Sarah Hunter at the point. Now it is Cheney Hall on the right wing as Miller will stay in that man-to-man. Hall with a cross-court pass, Sarah Hunter. And now it is there Audrey Drapo with it, who will fire the deep ball. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Crow Creek, and going to the rim is Drapo. Shot there is no good. Rebound, Fernholz. Here comes the fast break. It is Schlechter up the floor. Nice jump stop as she goes to the rim and scores the 2. Vonnegael Schlechter with the bucket. And now we're going to have a timeout taken. This will be a full timeout taken by Miller. With 4:01 remaining third quarter, 37-32 is our score. And we will take a 60-second break and return. You're listening to coverage of regional high school basketball from KPLO.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
37-32 is our score. We would like to welcome those of you joining us online at drgnews.com or checking things out on our YouTube channel. You can watch live video along with our audio of our high school sporting events throughout the season. Go to YouTube, search KPLO Sports. You can see it live, or you can see our archives as we have all of our regular season and sub-state events throughout the year on the archives. As Crow Creek now out of the Miller timeout. Miller has 3 timeouts remaining in this ball game. Crow Creek will work with the basketball here as they slowly work it across the time stripe. Rosie Drapo, Sarah Hunter, Natia Hislaw, Cheney Hall, and number 4, Audrey Drapo on the floor for Crow Creek. Here is Rosie Drapo on the move. She tries to get to the rim. Winds up on the deck. Defensive play made by Miller. This time Rustlers have numbers. And here is Abby Kettlehunt to the rim, and she is going to be called for a travel. Could not make up her mind whether to go to the rim herself or pass the ball off. She had an open shooter on the right wing, but instead kind of thought about passing, kind of went to the rim, and in the end, a traveling violation and a turnover. And for Miller, 9 turnovers in this ball game, their second turnover of the second half. 37-32. Crow Creek with a 5-point lead. And here a 3 taken. That is up. It rims in and out. No good by Sarah Hunter. And the rebound to Miller, who will push. This is Vonnegael Schlechter on the drive, and she'll be fouled. Vonnegael will get to the rim and get a pair of free throws as the personal is going to be whistled on Jamisha Pure. And the 8th grader with her first foul. And Vonnegael Schlechter at the free throw line to shoot 2. Vonnegael 1 of 2 from the free throw line as the first is up and good. 37-33 is our score. Crow Creek and Rosie Drapo will check into the ball game for the Lady Chieftains. Checking out will be Natia Hislaw. Chance for Schlechter to make it a one-possession game with the second free throw attempt, and that one is up and good. Vonnegael Schlechter now with 11 points, and it is 37-34, a three-point ball game. And here a drive shot is up good. That basket is going to count, and a good move to the rim by Rosie Drapo, and she caught the defender, got a little bit out in front. The foul was on Abby Kettlehut. Drapo went right to the rim and will get the hoop and the harm and a chance at a three-point play. And for Rosie Drapo, she has scored 11 points in the ball game tonight. The N1 is been good. Just like that is a 6-point lead once again at 40-34, working to 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here's Kaylin Kraus down low. Vonnegael Schlechter in the lane. Shot is up, no good, and a foul is going to be called on the Lady Chieftains. The personal is going to be whistled on Shani Hall, and that will be her second foul. And again, Vonnegael Schlechter at the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws. And for Miller, they'll take points where they can, as they have struggled this day, especially in the opening quarter, struggled offensively. Things got better in the second, and they're off to a nice start here in the third, but you got to be able to consistently score double digits in points as Schlechter hits both free throws, and it's a 4-point ball game at 40-36. Here is Crow Creek. Sarah Hunter, a bad pass. It was almost turned over. Corner three from Rosie Drapo. No good. A long rebound to Miller, and now the Rustlers will head the other way, and a foul in the backcourt is going to be called on Crow Creek. The foul will be on Sarah Hunter, and that will be personal foul number 3. And for Crow Creek, that is team foul number 4 in this ball game. And the Rustlers will inbound. Here is Schlechter in the lane. Nice, soft touch on the jumper, and it's up and good. Vonnegael Schlechter has scored 9 in the quarter, 15 in the ball game, and it's 40-38. Here is Crow Creek on the move. Audrey Drapo in the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebound out of bounds. It will belong to the Lady Chieftains. As Crow Creek will get ready to put it in play, they will inbound it from the right side of the key. Rosie Drapo will put it in play. Bounce pass, nobody home. The ball saved. It will go to Miller. It will be a turnover on Crow Creek, and Miller could tie or take the lead here as they work with it. Here's a long pass up the floor. Vonnegael Schlechter to Katie Fernholtz. Fernholtz in traffic, tries to pass it out of trouble and throws the basketball away. That is 10 turnovers, and here is Crow Creek the other way. Miller will steal it back, and here's Vonnegael Schlechter the other way. 40-38 is our score. Moncourt for 3. That shot is up, no good. Kaylin Kraus trying to get the offensive rebound, made a nice hustle play, but could not keep from going out of bounds, and it will belong to the Lady Chieftains. And Miller forcing a couple turnovers, a chance to tie there, but came away empty twice. And now Crow Creek will have the basketball once again as they work with a 2-point lead. We are inside of 2 minutes remaining third quarter. Here is an off-balance 3 that is up and good from Audrey Drapo. That will be her third 3 of the ball game, and it's 42-38. Pardon me, not a 3, but a long 2 instead. Here is Kraus on the move for the Rustlers. Kraus to the baseline, Kraus to the rim. Shot is no good. Foul's going to be called on Crow Creek, and the fouls are starting to add up on the Lady Chieftains. Team foul number 5 just committed. Jamisha Pure with the personal. That will be her second. And going to the free throw line will be Kaylin Kraus for Miller. This will be a 2-shot situation as the first is up, and it is good. Elise Brooks will check in. Katie Fernholtz will check out. 1:31 remains in the third quarter. 42-39 is our score. As Crow Creek will go to their bench as Adriana Scott will check in. Seeing her first action of the evening. And here is Kaylin Kraus with free throw number 2. And that is up, and that is good. 42-40 is our score. Remember, for most of the first half, Crow Creek was able to operate with a 10-point lead, but Miller's done a nice job of coming back here in this quarter. A miss in the lane by Rosie Droppo that's up no good. Miller can again tie or take the lead this time down. They go inside Schlechter. Shot is off glass and no good. Rebound is loose. Miller will have it. It's Kaylin Kraus, and a timeout's going to be called by Miller. Kraus was down in the paint. Wasn't sure if she could keep it alive or not, so Aaron Zeller will take the timeout, a 30-second timeout, and they'll have 2 timeouts remaining. 42-40 is our score, and we'll take a 30-second break on KPLO.
Wind, drought, fire, insects, disease. Together with hail, they formed the Legion of Multi-Perils, bent on the destruction of your hard work. Your fields are under constant attack, but the team at Ken Clark Insurance stands by your side in this war. Ken Clark Insurance will give you peace of mind, knowing you're covered, and your claim will be processed quickly. So protect your hard work. Call Ken Clark Insurance in Washington at 458-2281. Equal Opportunity Provider.
Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge in Presho. And your next timeout, stop by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge for a great meal and beverage. Here is Miller, the inbounds of Vonnegael Schlechter. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Cheney Hall, and Miller misses another opportunity to tie. Here is Crow Creek the other way to the rim. Shot is blocked. Elise Brooks makes the defensive play. And now Miller will force the basketball. Up the floor it comes. Kaylin Kraus in traffic. Nice up and under move, but the shot is no good. A battle for the rebound and a foul going to be called on Miller. The Rustlers commit their second team foul of the second half, and it's on Vonnegael Schlechter. Vonnegael with personal foul number 2, and Crow Creek will have the basketball. 42-40 is our score, as the Lady Chieftains, who scored first and have led for the most part. Miller led on a couple possessions in quarter number 1, but it has been Crow Creek for the most part that has been out front. They have been able to force turnovers as here. The ball is out of bounds, and it will belong to Crow Creek. Nice hustle play made there by Aaron Moncourt, but Crow Creek forcing turnovers on Miller in the first half. The Rustlers with 10 turnovers. And now Crow Creek will put the basketball in play from their left side as it comes out front. Adriana Scott now into the hands of Jamisha Pure and to the top of the key. Rosie Droppo, off balance shot in the lane. Shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Miller. Jump ball. The possession arrow will point towards the Rustlers. And now Miller again with an opportunity to either tie or take the lead as things wind down here in quarter number 3. Kettle Hunt across half court. Moncourt on the right side as they bounce pass it to the corner. Now the entry pass to Katie Fernholtz. It's tipped and out of bounds. Rustlers will put it in play once again with a little over 6 seconds remaining in the quarter. It will be Kettle Hunt who will inbound it. It comes to Elise Brooks, who will fire from the free throw line. The shot is up and good, and we are tied at 42, and we have us a new ball game. 42-42 is our score as time expires here in quarter number 3. The Miller Rustlers with a 19-point third quarter. And we will be back for quarter number 4 after we take a 1-minute break on Darren Boyle on KPLO.
Man, what are you doing?
Well, you know, I got in that fender bender last week, and I have a great idea. I'm going to wrap my car in bubble wrap. I can't get hurt that way.
Oh, no. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't work that way. Get that dent fixed. Advanced Collision and Repair, 1022 East 3rd Street in Miller. Call 893-0190 for Advanced Collision and Repair and put down the bubble wrap.
Don't spend hours waiting at a dealership purchasing your vehicle. Jan Bussey Ford knows your time is valuable. Make the quick trip to Highmore for a no-hassle, quick buying experience. Why shop with Jan Bussey Ford? Well, they're a family-owned and operated business for over 130 years now. They offer a low-pressure atmosphere with friendly and helpful staff. Visit them today. And if you can't make it in, view their entire inventory of new Ford vehicles, Kawasaki ATVs, trailers, and quality pre-owned vehicles online at PioneerGarage.com. Experience a different kind of buying experience at Jan Bussey and Highmore, building partnerships for life.
With John Neff at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. 8 minutes of basketball remain. We are tied at 42. As we get set to start the fourth quarter, it will be Crow Creek who will have the basketball to start the fourth period. Audrey Drapo with it. Back in the ball game, Marvine Ross, who was really shaken up in the first half, but she's back out there. And here is a turnover. It's Katie Fernholz to the rim. Layup is good, and Miller has their first lead in a long time as they have a 44-42 lead. And for Fernholz now, she has 13 points. And here a three taken. That is up by Audrey Drapo and no good. Miller will get the rebound as they will work with it once again. Cross half court, Moncourt down low. Fernholz to the free throw line. Brooks, jumper is up, no good. Rebound to Kaylin Krause. She'll fake and fire. Shot is good. Working the offensive glass is Kaylin Krause. She has scored 6 points. It's 46-42. Biggest lead for Miller of the ball game, but not for long. Rosie Drapo for three, and it is 46-42. Minute gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fernholz, nice up and under move. Shot is up good. Katie Fernholz will score the basket. She now has 15. 48-45 is our score. As Crow Creek will slowly walk the basketball across half court, and it's Marvine Ross trying to feed it inside. The ball is kicked. The ball will remain with Crow Creek, as we'll see Vonnegail Schlechter check in, and Elise Brooks will check out. The Lady Chieftains now trailing by 3. Drapo slowly across the half-court stripe. Miller stays in that man-to-man. Here is a bounce pass. It's tipped and stolen away. It's Vonnegail Schlechter up the floor. The layup is no good. And then a foul is going to be called on the rebound. It's going to be whistled on Miller. Foul on Kaylin Krause will be her first. And for Miller, it's team foul number 3. But the Rustlers missed a big opportunity there at an easy 2. And at the other end, here a floater by Audrey Drapo is no good. Katie Fernholz will get the rebound. Miller will head the other way. They go to the baseline. Schlechter, Vonnegail from 10. Shot is up good. Vonnegail Schlechter with 17 points now. And it's 50-45. Here's a three from up top. That is an air ball as it goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Miller. Rustlers will put Natia Hislaw back into the contest. Checking out will be Jamisha Pure. Miller with it. They have a 50-45 lead. It's Erin Moncourt on the left wing. Cross-court pass, Kaylin Krause. She tries to bounce pass. It's bounced back to her, and then the ball is stolen away. Defensive play by Rosie Drapo. She'll try to go coast to coast. Shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Fernholz. Katie on the move. Crossover there. Katie will fake and fire. Shot is up, good. Katie Fernholz with 10 in the second half. She has scored 17, 52-45, and a timeout, Crow Creek. 5:27 remains in the fourth quarter. 52-45. The lead belongs to Miller. And we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
When you're headed down the road on highways 34 and 47, be sure to stop into Mac's Corner near Stefan. Mac's Corner is your one-stop store with Poppin' Snacks in the convenience store. Groceries for home, where you can fill up your tank at the gas pumps with 24-hour gas service. Mac's Corner also handles veterinary supplies. Pioneer brand food. They carry a full line of fencing material, plus Gallagher electric fence supplies. Mac's Corner. Find them at the corner of highways 34 and 47 near Stefan.
Timeouts are brought to you by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge and Press Show. And your next timeout, stop by Hutch's Cafe and Lounge for a great meal and beverage. 5:27 remains here in quarter number 4. 52-47 is our score, as Miller has outscored Crow Creek 10-3 in this fourth quarter. They have outscored them 29-16 so far in this half. And after Crow Creek had a 6-point lead going to the locker room at halftime and led by as many as double digits in the second half, Miller is out front and have some momentum working for him. Here is a three taken by Crow Creek. Audrey Drapo, the ball is saved, it's out of bounds. It is off of Miller. And it will stay with Crow Creek as they will inbound it from deep in the corner. Sarah Hunter will check back in for the Lady Chieftains, and Audrey Droppo will check out. Rosie Droppo will inbound it from deep in the corner on the right side as the inbounds will come into Marvine Ross, who tries to go to the rim and will draw a foul. The personal, I believe, will go on Fernholtz. We'll wait and see for the Kelly McCollum call, and it will be the third on Katie. And it will be the fourth team foul whistled against Miller in the second half. Marvine Ross at the free throw line to shoot two. First one is up off the back iron and no good. And we were surprised to see Marvine back in the ball game. She landed and had a leg injury and had to be helped off the court in the first quarter, or in the first half rather, as Fernholtz will drive off of the missed free throw, and we have a whistle. We have a double dribble called on Miller, and the Wrestlers now with 11 turnovers. And Crow Creek will have the basketball once again as they will go to their bench. Audrey Droppo in, and Natia Hislaw will check out. And now the Lady Chieftains will work with it with 4:45 remaining. 52-45 is our score as the Miller Wrestlers lead. Here's Sarah Hunter trying to overload the left side. They swing it now to the right wing. It's Rosie Droppo. Entry pass is tipped and stolen away. And we're going to have a whistle. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Miller. This will be a full timeout with 4:32 remaining. And Miller will be down to one timeout left in the ball game. And that's with 4:32 remaining. 52-45 is our score as Miller hangs on to the advantage, and we're back in 30 seconds on KPLO.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
We invite you to stay with us during our post game. We'll have the KPLO Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game. We'll have that for both games of our doubleheader here tonight. This one has been a good one. We thought it would be, as Crow Creek led early. Miller has been able to work their way to a lead here in this fourth quarter, but we still have a lot of basketball remaining. 4:32 remains. In, dare I say, regulation, it is 52-45. The lead belongs to the Wrestlers. But keep in mind, Miller down to one timeout remaining now, as Miller will play with it. Here is Moncourt on the right wing to the bounce pass to the baseline. Fernholtz. Katie will operate. Now to the top of the key. This is Kettlehunt. Back around the perimeter it comes. 13 on the shot clock. Kaylin Krause on the left wing. Bounce pass to Schlechter. Vonnegael will fake and fire. Shot is no good there. Rebound is loose. It is tied up and a jump ball, and it will belong to Miller. The Wrestlers will inbound the basketball from underneath their own basket with 4:01 remaining in the quarter. 5 team fouls for Crow Creek, 4 for Miller. So keep that in mind as we go down the stretch. Here the inbounds to Schlechter inside Fernholtz, and Katie has the ball stolen away. Good defensive play by Crow Creek, and here are the Lady Chieftains. It's Audrey Droppo to the rim. That shot is no good. And the rebound to Katie Fernholtz, and Miller will head the other way. 52-45 is our score. Fernholtz down low. Krause to the lane, or to the rim, and Krause is fouled and will get free throws, as the personal will be team foul number 6 for Crow Creek, and it will be on Marvine Ross. And for Marvine, that will be her first personal foul. Kaylin Krause at the free throw line. It was 2 of 2 from the stripe, and the first is off to wide left, and it is no good. 52-45 is our score with 3:41 remaining in this fourth quarter. Here is the second free throw. That one is back ironed and no good. The rebound loose. It's out of bounds, and we're going to have a loose ball foul called on Miller. Kaylin Krause with the personal. That will be her second. And for Miller, that is team foul number 5. And the Lady Chieftains will work here with the basketball. Still plenty of time for them, and they have shown that they can knock down threes. They hit a plenty of them in the first half. Here is Marvine Ross up top, off glass for three, and that is up and good for Ross. Her first points of the second half. 52-48 is our score. Here's Miller across half court. The Rustlers at the top of the key. Kettle Hunt double covered there. Now it's Kaylin Kraus with the basketball. She'll work the dribble, and Crow Creek, as we mentioned earlier, really clapping down on that full court man-to-man defense. High post Schlechter. Down low Fernholtz in the lane. Up and under move is off glass and no good. Rebound is loose. Here is Kettle Hunt to the rim. That shot is no good. Miller will get another offensive rebound, and they'll pull it back out front, and they'll work the clock a little bit. Here is Kraus right wing. High post for Schlechter. Vonnegael with a 15-foot jumper up and good. Vonnegael Schlechter will score the basket. She has 19 points, and it's 54-48 as we work to the 2-minute mark remaining in the ballgame. Here is a three from Sarah Hunter. That one is short, no good. Rebound Miller. And now the Rustlers can work the clock some as they bring the basketball into their front court. It is a two-possession game. They can work it around the perimeter, maybe shorten things up a little bit, maybe draw a foul or two and get into the bonus situation. Here is Schlechter. Fernholtz on the left side. Back out front, Schlechter. Down the lane, off-balance shot is up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Crow Creek, and then it's stolen away. Kaylin Kraus down low, Schlechter, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Crow Creek. It will be on Marvine Ross. That will be her second. And an inopportune time for a turnover for Crow Creek. They've only turned it over 9 times in the ball game tonight. But a costly one there as Vonnegael Schlechter will be at the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. And a chance to add to a 6-point lead. The free throw is up. It is short, no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Lady Chieftains. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. 54-48, Miller with the lead. Here is Ross. 3-ball. Up, no good. Offensive rebound, Crow Creek. They'll send it back out front. Around the perimeter it comes. It's Droppo. Inside the paint. Ball is knocked away. It's loose. It's tied up. And we are going to have a jump ball, and it will belong to the Lady Chieftains. Crow Creek will inbound the basketball as Elise Brooks will check in. Aaron Moncourt will check out. 54-48 is our score. A minute 37 remains. There's 26 on the shot clock for Crow Creek as they inbound the basketball here. Rosie Droppo on the right side into the free throw circle. Back out front. They'll try the entry pass. It's tipped. It's loose. It's out of bounds. It's off of Miller. Some nice hustle there, but Rustlers couldn't corral the loose basketball, and it will belong to the Lady Chieftains, who will inbound in front of their own bench with a minute 26 remaining. It is a 6-point lead for Miller. Here the inbound to Ross. They send it to the corner. A three by Sarah Hunter is up, no good. And a foul is going to be called on Katie Fernholtz. Fernholtz with her 4th personal foul. And free throws here for Sarah Hunter. She's going to get 3. That is team foul number 6 for Miller. So Crow Creek in the bonus the rest of the way. Miller is as well, as Hunter will put the first of 3 free throws up and good. That makes it 54-49, still with a minute 22 remaining. Here's Sarah Hunter's second free throw. That one is offline and no good. And we are going to have a lane violation called on Miller. So Sarah Hunter is going to get another free throw out of the deal. And that one is up good. She'll still have one more. 54-50 is our score. Here is the 4th free throw attempt. It is up, no good. Miller will get the rebound. And the Rustlers hang on to a 4-point lead, but now, as we have a whistle and a foul out front, it's going to be called on Crow Creek. The personal is going to be whistled on Rosie Droppo. That's personal foul number 2. And big free throws for Miller as Abby Kettle Hunt at the free throw line. This will be a 1-and-1 situation. Abby is the lone starter for Miller to yet to have scored, but she'll put the free throw up and good here, and it's now a 55-50 score. 1:16 remains in the ball game. Remember, Crow Creek has 3 timeouts remaining. Miller has just 1. Here's the second free throw. That is up, no good. Fernholtz with the rebound, and she'll send it back out. Here is Schlechter. Now Kraus with it, as Kalen will bounce pass it inside. It is to Brooks. Now it's almost thrown away. It is thrown away. Turnover Miller. Here is Crow Creek the other way. They will lose the basketball as Kalen Kraus makes a big defensive play. 55-50 is our score, and a foul in the backcourt. And it is going to be whistled on. It will be on Sarah Hunter, and that will be her 4th foul. And both teams missed opportunities there. Miller could have hung on to the basketball and ran some time off the clock. They turned it over. Crow Creek could have had the opportunity for an easy layup. They turned the basketball over. Kalen Kraus shooting a 1-and-1. Free throw is up, no good. And then Crow Creek, I believe, loses the basketball out of bounds, and they will. So now Miller with another opportunity. Chance for them to take more time off the clock as Abby Kettlehunt will put it in play. Fernholtz at the top of the key. Now it is Kettlehunt with it. 55-50 is our score. The keep-away game is on. Here is Schlechter. Fernholtz back to the top of the key. It is Schlechter to Kettlehunt once again, and a foul given out front. And it's whistled on Rosie Drapo, and that will be her 3rd. Team foul number 9 for Crow Creek. Pardon me, number 10. So this will be a 2-shot situation for Abby Kettlehunt. Abby with an opportunity to ice this ball game if she could hit both free throws. It's a 5-point game now. The first of 2 is up and good. 56-50 is our score. 37 seconds remain in the ball game. Here's the second free throw. That one is short. Katie Fernholtz will get the rebound, and here is Miller. They can work it out front once again as the keep-away game is on. It is Kettlehunt. And again she is fouled, and Sarah Hunter will pick up personal foul number 5. And again, Abby Kettlehunt at the free throw line to shoot 2. She is 2 of 4 from the line as now Siobhan Stepp using the time allotted to put Jamisha Pure into the ball game as Sarah Hunter fouls out. Hunter will foul out of the ball game with 8 points. Just 2 here in the second half. She hit a couple threes early to get things going for Crow Creek offensively. Kettlehunt at the free throw line to shoot 2. Abby misses the first, but still has 1 more here with 30 seconds remaining in the ball game. 56-50 is our score as Crow Creek Miller tries to put this ball game away. They'll be 5-2 on the season. Elise Brooks with it. Shot is up, no good, and then as Brooks got the rebound, couldn't finish, then she is called for the foul, and we'll walk the other way for free throws. And for Elise, her first personal foul, and that will put Marvine Ross to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. First of 2 is up, and it's a 1-and-1, and it's no good. The rebound pulled down by Fernholtz, and then a foul quickly by Jamisha Pure. So now we'll walk the other way. And a pair of free throws upcoming for Katie Fernholtz. Fernholtz with 17 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. As she takes the first of 2, and it's up and good. And that makes it a 3-possession game. It's 57-50. So we can say that Miller will pick up the victory here. Second free throw is offline and no good, but Miller will get the rebound. And now the ball loose and it's out of bounds. It will be off of Miller, and the Rustlers with a turnover. The Lady Chieftains will have it once again, but very difficult for them to come back from a 7-point deficit with 20 seconds remaining. Ross at the top. Picks up the dribble, needs some help. Bounce pass to the wing. This is Pure for three, and that is off glass and good. Jamisha Pure will hit the three, and now Miller needs to put it in play, and Kettlehut has fouled. The personal going to be whistled on Audrey Drapo, and Audrey will pick up her first foul. And we'll walk the other way for free throws with a little over 2 seconds remaining in the ball game. 57-53 is our final score, and as we mentioned earlier, a big win for Miller, as they will improve to 5-2 on the season. Crow Creek with the loss will drop to 7-3, and Abby Kettlehut with some big free throws here in this second half as she gets ready with free throw number 2. It is up, and it is good. And a timeout taken by Miller. Or pardon me, it's a Crow Creek timeout. With 2 seconds remaining, 59-53 is our score. And we will pause for 30 seconds. You're listening to coverage of regional high school basketball from KPLO.
See Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply for all your farming and ranching needs. They offer Harper shovels and brooms, Duflex and Z-tags, calf sleds, colostrum milk replacer, and Diablo cutting blades. See them for Tartar gates, banjo fittings, and bore trailer wheels. They carry youth and adult muck boots, insulated bibs, hats, gloves, plus scarves, bandanas, snow tubes, and toboggans. Oakley Farm and Ranch Supply, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. North Broadway in Miller.
2 seconds remain in the ball game. It is 59-53 as Crow Creek will get ready to inbound it, and a shot at the buzzer is up, and it is no good, and there's your ball game. 59-53 is our score as the Miller Rustlers come from behind and pick up the victory. The Rustlers scored 36 points in the second half as they come away with their 5th victory of the season. And our scoreboard from Darren Boyle Sales. Check out the farm equipment available at the lot on Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre. Get great preseason prices on my large selection of bush hog inventory. Check it out at DarrenBoyleSales.com. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and wrap up game number 1. You're listening to coverage of regional high school basketball from KPLO.
The Miller Press, one step.
Listeners would go up and down and all that kind of stuff, but like I said, we had sound, but yeah, so I guess that's what happens. You lose and you only have 10 turnovers. Probably 5-6 minutes. I am ready whenever you are. All right, sounds good.
All right, 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
With John F. at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. Game 1 in the books and a big win for the Miller Rustler girls basketball team. They improved to 5-2 on the season as they knocked off the team that was in front of them as far as seeding concerned in Region 6A. Crow Creek, they dropped to 7-3 with the loss. Miller with a big second half, outscoring Crow Creek 36-24 as Miller comes away with a 59-53 victory in this ball game. as we look at individual scoring. First off for Crow Creek, they were led by Rosie Droppo, who had 15 points tonight. Audrey Droppo with 12. Marvine Ross, who scored her 1,000th point of her high school career, then got injured in the second quarter. She sat for a good portion of the first half, but did return midway through the third quarter and was out there at crunch time. She finishes with 9 points. Sarah Hunter with 8 points. Jamisha Pure off the bench, she scores 5. 2 for Cheney Hall and 2 points in the ballgame for Natila Hislaw, and a total of 53 in the ballgame for Crow Creek. Lady Chieftains go to the free throw line 16 times tonight. They were 8 of 16 from the free throw line, and Crow Creek won the turnover battle but lost the ballgame. Crow Creek with just 10 turnovers in tonight's ballgame. For the Miller Rustlers, 2 double-figure scorers led by Vanna Gale Schlechter, who scored 13 of her 19 points in the second half. Katie Fernholz had a big second half as well, as she scored 18 points. 7 points for Erin Moncourt, 6 for Elise Brooks. Caitlin Kraus scores 6 points off the bench and was really a spark plug offensively for Miller this evening. And Abby Kettlehunt hit 4 big free throws in the fourth quarter to give Miller a total of 59 points tonight. The Rustlers go to the free throw line 23 times. They were 13 of 23 from the free throw line. And Miller, who dealt with full court pressure all night long, they wind up with 15 turnovers in the ball game. Miller trailed Crow Creek at the end of the opening quarter. It was 19-8. Crow Creek led in the end of quarter number 1. They were able to push the lead up to 13, I believe, at one point in the second quarter. Miller with a nice comeback in the final moments of the second quarter to make it a 6-point game at 29-23. That's where we were at the halftime break. Crow Creek comes out and hits a 3 to start the third quarter. They push the advantage up to 9 points once again at 32-23, but Miller began to chip away. They outscored Crow Creek 19-13 in that third quarter, and we were tied at 42 going to the fourth, and Miller was able to hit some shots down the stretch in this ball game and forced Crow Creek to go away from that full court pressure at least a little bit when they got to the bonus. And Miller was able to also knock down free throws, and that was big in the fourth quarter of this ball game. And Miller wins it by a final of 59-53. Again, with the victory, Miller improves to 5-2 on the season, and with the loss, Crow Creek drops to 7-3. 59-53 is our final. Time for our KPLO Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game, and before we name our Player of the Game, let's hear from the folks at Midwest Cooperatives.
Did you know that CHS Midwest Cooperative Autumn Rewards provides qualified customers 0% interest, and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
Well, we look at the Player of the Game nominees. We'll mention Marvine Ross, who we said earlier passed the 1,000-point mark of her career scoring as she was honored in the first quarter of the ball game tonight. She was injured in the second quarter, wound up setting a good chunk of time, but was able to grit it out and was out there for the fourth quarter. She wound up scoring 9 points in the ball game. Crow Creek was led by Rosie Droppo, who had 15 points tonight, and Audrey Droppo with 12. On the Miller side, 18 points for Katie Fernholz. She scored 11 of those in the second half. But we're going to go with Vanna Gale Schlechter as our player of the game. Vanna Gale with 19 points in the ball game. She scored 13 of those in the second half. She was also 5 of 7 from the free throw line, and that was big for Miller down the stretch. And Vanna Gale Schlechter of the Miller Rustlers is our KPLO Midwest Cooperative Player of the Game. But one more game remains in our doubleheader coverage of high school basketball here tonight. It will be the matchup between Miller and Crow Creek's boys, and it is about 16 minutes away from the tip-off. So we'll take about a 5-6 minute break, and we'll reset our YouTube feed, and we'll be back with the call of the boys portion of the doubleheader. But for now, we'll send it back to John Neff at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters.